You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Where'd the old town go? They moved it on north of here in the shopping mall.
Good morning and welcome to Old Town Cleveland here on WOOP FM 99.9, or you can go to the internet at www.woopfm.com. You can call us here at 614-5553. And my lovely co-host, it is a requirement I say that. It's a privilege, really is the word.
He's just a very smart man, is why
my
he
wife.
said. Good morning,
Debbie
Ron.
Moore.
Today is April the 13th, 2013. We have a very exciting show with you here today. We're going to have the First United Methodist String Band with us, and they're going to start out with a song.
Okay.
listen to the songs of the fathers and the mothers and the many friends gone on before. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Some eternal morning we shall meet them over on the Hallelujah Shore. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And heaven's glory's there. Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the First United Methodist Church String Band. Guys, somebody introduce everybody here real quick. Cross through there. Deb, you got
Well,
the
here,
notes?
I got the notes. How's that?
Okay.
Now, we have a big group in here this morning, so every now and then we might have to move people around or move microphones and stuff, so you'll just bear with us. But obviously, it's going to be a fun morning. And I keep looking at Ken Jones's hat. I think that hat might need to be in my Coca-Cola collection.
I got that in an estate sale last week.
It says Coke is it, which means it's probably from the early 70s. And I used to have a pair of pants that would match that hat.
Wow.
They weren't much bigger than that hat, though. All right, we
And
have.
that's why I got married.
That's what. We have Mike Travis with us on the mandolin,
Wave there, Mike. There you go.
and Tom Dye, that actually started the group about 10 years ago on guitar. We have Doug Green, that's on the guitar and harmonica. Ken Jones on guitar. Bill Swain coming all the way coming to us from Etowah.
Up north.
We have Jill Cooper that says she's been fiddling since 13 and she doesn't look much over 15 now. We have Dave and Connie Wright. Dave plays the banjo and Connie talks a lot. And she's playing the strum stick this morning.
She talks a lot.
And Dave Ryan is sick today. And he's the lead singer. That may be bad news.
Well, now, are you from Etowah or Etowah? You gonna be from
Well, I'm actually from Inglewood,
Etowah.
just north of it.
Well, see, my family's from Tingy down there in Georgia.
Tingy.
Georgia, down near Conisagi. You know, that's a good old southern talk
I'm
there.
from North Georgia originally.
North Georgia, all right. Okay. The folks out at the Chalk the Walk out on the Greenway are out here listening to you guys this morning, play
Live
music.
on the radio.
And so they're out there and raising funds for the arts. And you can go out there and get you some chalk and draw on the Greenway. Draw your own artistic thing. Artistic.
Let me mention that on April the 19th, on Friday morning at 10 o'clock, we're going to have the unveiling of the Benjamin Cleveland statue that has been sponsored by the Sons of the American Revolution chapter here. I would like to invite everybody to come out to that and see that live, because just think of the last time you saw a statue of an actual person unveiled in Cleveland, Tennessee. It was probably 1912.
When's the last time you've seen a statue unveiled?
Yeah. We've had a few monuments, nice monuments, but this is actually a statue that's supposed to be representative of how he may have looked. And so I'm just inviting the public to come out. It's going to start there at 10 o'clock in the new park.
First Street Park.
The First Street Park. And then we're going to all walk over to the Museum Center at 5 Points and have a little bit of some desserts and look at things over there. So I think it'll be a fun day and a historical day for
There's
Cleveland.
an exhibit at the museum with some Revolutionary War items and things, and you'll find out about the history of Benjamin Cleveland, which Cleveland's named after a hero from Kings Mountain. And so we've had the opportunity to see at least the pictures of the
bronze statue made by a local artist, Josh Coleman, and he's the one that did the big yellow chair up on the walkway that everybody's enjoying, the green way everybody's enjoying, but has done a phenomenal job.
Josh is one of my former students.
Oh, Josh is a former student of
Learned everything you know, didn't he, Doug?
He didn't learn art from me.
All right, guys, what are you going to pick next for us?
I'll tell you what, we're going to let Bill. We're gonna slide around here because we want him to come up so we can hear him real good. So we'll move this music stand. This is another one of those seconds here. Come on up, Bill.
Well, yeah. Well, it takes a little,
we need Bill up close because he's the only one in the group that saw the light. This is called.
How about turn the mic
I
up there
Saw
toward
the
him?
Light.
All right, hit it, guys.
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Go ahead, Dave. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone, worries and fears I claimed for my own. Then like a blind man, God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise. I was a fool to wander and stray, for straight is the gate and narrow the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise, praise.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's fun.
That's
I
by
know.
the late great Hank Williams wrote that song.
I know everyone's enjoying it. We've got lots of people online, and Dr. John says the sound is good. Sometimes when we're mixing live music, we can't tell sitting here, but Ron's taking care of you guys this morning. I tell you what, guys, I am so impressed. And you know what I like the most is that everybody's having such a good time.
Well, that's what music's all about. You know,
That's
Been up
right.
all night.
Been up all night.
you know, we talk about history here about things growing up, but you know, my dad started playing music sitting over here on the porch, going up behind the boys' club, going up towards the graveyard. He sat there with his brother, and they sat there and played. And next thing you know, they made a career out of picking and singing music. But they sit on the back porch, and this is what people used to do a lot.
And they
growing up.
also played their string instruments live for 2 hours every morning on WBAC.
Yeah.
And right before Reverend Littlefield came on.
Yeah, after Reverend Littlefield.
Oh, was it
actually.
after? Okay.
Reverend Littlefield said good morning to everyone. My dad and brother played for 2 hours, and then Gene Wood and his band played. So all the music was live back on WBAC when it first came in. So you can see that this kind of stuff happened for years and years, and we don't do it anymore. And you guys are just saving history by playing this music and having fun. And you know, there's more people need to do this. I know what opportunities I get to sit down with my friends and play again. Or just last time I sat down with the guys I used to play music with, he started playing a song, and I looked at him and I said, he looked at me and said, "You wrote it." I said, "I still don't know what it is." So it took us a minute. Then we remembered we started playing again. So what are you gonna play next for us?
A show from Farewell, right?
No, we got down.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
We're gonna do one, and I'm glad that we have this internet because I get kind of frustrated with my husband over here. He's going down the old blank road.
All right.
All right.
Do it. Yeah, watch
her facial expressions on the last verse.
Yeah, get upstairs.
All right, guys, ready? Yep. I'd rather be in Richmond and all the hail and rain than to be in Georgia wearing a ball and chain. Don't get drunk and roll, don't get drunk and roll, don't get drunk and roll, way down in the old plank road. Well, I went down to Mobile to catch a gravel train. The very next thing they heard of me, I was wearing a ball and chain. Don't get drunk and roll, don't get drunk and roll, don't get drunk and roll, way down the old plank road. Well, Jody, oh dear Jody, why do you treat me so? Cause me to wear a ball and chain and now my ankle's sore. Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road. Well, 18 pounds of meat a week, whiskey here to sell. How can a young man stay at home when pretty girls look so well? Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road. Well, Knoxville is a pretty place, Memphis is a beauty, but if you want to see them pretty girls, now hot to Chattanooga. Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road. Well, I'm gonna build me a scaffold up on that mountain high, so I can see them pretty girls as they go riding by. Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road. Well, my wife died on Friday night, Saturday she was buried, Sunday was my courting day, and Monday I got married. Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road. Don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, don't get drunk no more, way down the old plank road.
Some of these guys, I don't believe that. I'm just looking around. I'm not going to name names, Doug, but
We invited our church members to tune in, but tell them to disregard that.
yeah, that okay. The talking about
Uncle Dave Macon song from the 1920s.
that's right. Well, all this music, we talked about Benjamin Cleveland and the Revolutionary War hero, and we're going to have the statue. But the Scotch Irish that moved into the hills of South Carolina, North Carolina, then into Tennessee is the basic for a lot of this music. It's has a lot of Irish feel to it and things of that nature, and so this is a lot of heritage here, and we're trying to get Lisa on the phone and do our break into the there. Are we ready? We're ready. Okay. Hey, Lisa, are you there?
Hey, Ron and Debbie, how are you guys doing?
Great. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we have got a lot of stuff going on. The chalking has begun on the sidewalk, and it is awesome. There are all kinds of folks out here drawing on the sidewalk, and it's all for the Cleveland Greenway and the arts. And there are some artists out here that are really taking this seriously. It's pretty awesome. Lots of, food vendors are here. I think I put the bug down or something. Lots of food vendors are here. Lots of other vendors as well.
Hey, Lisa.
I'm so sorry. The Clydesdale horses have been removed from the truck. They are out here And as you said, the best barbecue in town is out here, too. So a lot of great stuff going on here along the sidewalk, and we don't want to interrupt your show too much, so we will look forward to hearing back from you.
Hey, Lisa.
That live music on Whoop Radio.
Lisa.
Yes.
It's very important that you do not let Matador and Frodaddy have chalk.
I know, because it could get really ugly.
It could get very ugly. So please do not let them touch the chalk.
Sleep in the back of Fro's vehicle, so.
There you go. All righty, well, have a great time. We'll come back to you in about 20 minutes.
Okay, sounds
Thank you,
good.
Lisa.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She said she
Oh,
had
wait a minute. We have a question.
Okay.
Connie, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Someone wants to know what in the world is that you're playing?
My smile. This thing, let me hold it up. This is called a strum stick. Strum, because all I do is strum. Okay, can they see it? I don't. Okay, I know there's this bar in front of me. You know, I've been playing with this group for about 8 or 10 years, and they all had stringed instruments, and I didn't have one. I just had my teeth. I'd use dental floss when I played with them to have a little bit of string. And I decided that I needed something, so we found this little thing on the internet. I found it on the internet. It's called a strum stick. So I just have fun playing with it.
Play it just a little time so they can hear it without the other music.
I said I don't play it.
Just a strum or two.
Her original one was a stick and a beer can on the end.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
And,
okay.
And she upgraded to a
That's
Dr.
right.
Pepper, and now she's winning them. But
So does that work like a Canjo? Somebody? No. Or do you actually
It's more like a dulcimer, but you don't.
more like a dulcimer around her neck?
the
3 strings. That's all she can handle.
Lisa said she swallowed a bug there, and I thought of a Bible verse to go with that, and it's he was a stranger and I let him in.
Yeah. Y'all didn't hear that. Poor Lisa has this beautiful radio voice, and she said about 3 words, and she went, yeah, bugs will get you out like that.
What's next?
Okay, the next song is one of my favorites called A Shokin Farewell. It's by Jay Unger, and it's kind of got that Celtic feel about it.
Yes.
It's a waltz. And I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who's watching and listening, including my mom, my little girl Virginia, my brother Jody, sister and brother-in-law Tricia, Stacy, friends David and Megan.
Okay, we got to get a call here. We take calls. Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
How you doing, Ron?
Hey, Brett. How are you, sir?
Good.
So what's going on?
I was going to tell you the Braves played good last night.
Well, what was the final score?
6-4.
6-4. All right.
Yeah.
So do they play again today?
Yeah. We play this afternoon at 1:05 and play on Sunday.
Okay. Well, hey, is the Bears playing baseball right now, or how are they doing?
I don't know. I didn't look at the score yet.
Okay. Well, you'll have to get that for us. Okay.
Tell these people in the studio they play good.
Brett just said you guys play good.
He's our roving sports high school reporter.
Well, they say thank you, Brett, and everything. Keep listening.
I'd like to play well.
All right. Well,
Thank
you.
you.
You keep listening there.
All right.
Bye-bye, Brett.
Bye-bye. Hey, and they play well also.
Brett calls us with all the local scores. Yeah. Sometimes he don't tell us the teams. He just tells us the scores. But go ahead and play there.
Oh, it's just these 2. Okay. 3. Okay.
Hold on a second. We missed them. Go ahead there. Now we go. All right. That's beautiful.
Very nice, very nice.
You know,
and that was Jill Cooper.
Jill. I've
now
played,
on the. Since she's barefooted and playing, I'm going to call it a fiddle.
It was a fiddle, definitely.
We can't call it a violin since she's barefooted and playing.
Violin.
She walked in with the pretty little shoes on and said, "Will my feet show on the camera?" And I said, "No." And she
not
kicked
unless
them
you
off.
stick them up here. Okay. I've played instruments all my life, and I picked up a fiddle, and I understand how it plays.
But it sounded like a
but
cat with its
that
tail
bow-
stuck in the screen door.
If I could pick it with my fingers, but that bow, I'm going. And now the mandolin messes me up because it's tuned backwards. If you would tune that thing the straight way there.
Well, stand on your head.
Yeah, I can stand on my head and I could play it, but I have to sit here and go, wait a minute, So turn it around.
Play
So
left-handed.
I can't play anyway. Is my problem. But
Hey, there's my handsome brother. Let's get him on.
Hey, handsome brother.
Come on in here.
For all those ladies to see.
I think we've embarrassed him. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out today. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to pick on Mike. Where's Mike? Well, we asked Connie to write down a little bit about something. I mean, a little something about everybody. She wrote down that you were born in a mansion. Now, what does that mean?
I was born in a mansion in Greenville, Tennessee. At the time I was born there, it was called Fox Hospital.
Fox Hospital. And it had been a mansion before
It
that?
was the old Alexander Mansion, which,
I love it.
which it turns out was some of my wife's family. But they weren't, I didn't know her at that
Now,
time.
what community? You hadn't got out of the crib much, had you?
I didn't get out much.
What town did you say that was in?
That was in Greenville.
Greenville, Tennessee.
Greenville, Tennessee.
Very interesting. And is that building still standing?
It's been restored now to the mansion.
Excellent.
They closed the hospital, and now it's back to being.
it's back a museum because of you, right?
Yeah.
on the front door
Yeah.
plate, they have something there, but it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Mike was born here, is what it says out on the door.
Well, what brought you to Cleveland, Tennessee?
Get a little closer to the
I moved
mic.
to Cleveland, Tennessee 8 years ago with a.
Go ahead.
Oh, do I need to
Yeah.
be up there?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I moved to Cleveland, Tennessee 8 years ago when I became district superintendent of the United Methodist Church and served there for 7 years.
Excellent.
Right.
Good. Let's get this caller.
Good morning, you're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Good morning, Ron and Debbie.
Hey, Miss Ella, how you doing today?
I'm feeling good this morning, but yesterday my leg was cramping.
Well, what was wrong with your leg yesterday?
I guess I didn't go dancing Friday night.
You didn't go dancing Friday night. Okay.
Miss Ella, did you hear these folks play Turn Your Radio On?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, they played it live just for you, and you didn't hear it. Well, you need to stay tuned. They're going to play lots of good songs for you today.
Okay. You know the Superior Market on Central Avenue?
Yeah.
You know who started that?
No, who started that?
Dan McDowell.
Okay.
Around 69.
Wow. Miss Ella's full of history today.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy, Doug, I don't know his last name. He was telling me, he knows all about Central Avenue.
Sounds good.
Yeah, when it first started and everything.
We'll have to get him to come in and talk about it one day, won't we?
Yeah, I don't know how to get a hold of him, though.
We'll find him. All right. Thank you, Miss Ella.
Bye-bye, Miss Ella.
Bye-bye.
I think they're cranked up and ready to go get him.
What are we doing now?
We're going to do a tune called Black Diamond Strings.
Oh,
Black Diamond
yeah.
Strings.
I've hurt my fingers on them quite several times.
That's good to hear that.
Yes,
this
sir.
song was written by Guy Clark. Guy Clark,
Mhm.
prolific songwriter, and what I love about him is he writes about where he lived. When you hear one of his songs, you find his background in it. But apparently Black Diamond Strings were available to people, to backyard guitar pickers who didn't have access to music stores.
By a Cooper bookstore here.
How about that?
Yep.
And they've been manufacturing steel strings since 1895 and continue to do so. But in this song, Guy fits in such things that are important to backyard and back porch pickers, like the ultimate would be to play with a band and play a couple of times a week, and he includes those kinds of things in this song. So this is our version of Black Diamond Strings in the key of C, guys. Black diamond strings, oh black diamond strings, drinking one W Harper, playing black diamond strings. Black catalog guitar, that pretty high cotton, whoever you are. You break one, you change one, that's as good as it gets. You can play all year long on just 2 or 3 steps. Ate up your crowd was a heck of a band. Played 2 nights a week in a hillbilly band. He played at the Ice House on Telephone Road. Played in the backyard just lighting his load. Black diamond strings, oh black diamond strings, breaking one of your heart, playing black diamond strings. Black diamond strings are like white flour and grits. Black diamond strings, 'cause that's all you can do. Well, hey there, J.W., won't you play that frog line? Let Rodney sit in, he's going on 9. Fingers are bleeding, but he's keeping good time. That black diamond string, he'll never quit. You boys pack it up now, it's time to go home. Got church in the morning, it's coming on dawn. Don't make me say it again or I'm gone. We'll stay here forever, but you're gonna walk away. Black diamond strings, oh black diamond strings, breaking one W. Harper, playing black diamond strings. Black diamond strings are like white flour and grits. Play black diamond strings, 'cause that's all you can do. Play black diamond strings, 'cause that's all you can do.
Oh,
that wasn't supposed to be a solo. I don't know what happened.
It sounded good. But for all you guitar pickers out there, if you're not a little older, they didn't come in different gauges. Basically, they come in black diamond strings, and that was it. And they weren't the smoothest string I ever played. They were a little rough on your fingers, and but like I say, it was all you could get though, and everything. And matter of fact, I think we have that song in our catalog in here actually. That song. So, but it's a lot of fun. So, what's next, guys? When's your first album coming out? What year is this?
If you're recording this is
we are recording this. Hold on a sec here. Let's get this phone call. Good morning, you live on Old Town Cleveland.
Yeah, this is T-Bandy.
Hey, T-Bandy, how are you?
What's up, buddy? I'm doing good. I just called to say I enjoy all that music.
Well, we're glad you're enjoying it.
Black diamond strings, that's what I always used when I was growing up. Black diamond strings, I think that's all it was back then.
Well, I tell you what, it was one step up from the wire out of the screen door, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Not much. I will tell you.
I'd like to mention that I got a fish truck coming.
You got a fish truck coming to the co-op next Saturday?
No, it's the 27th.
The 27th of April, and if they need to order fish, they need to call you now at 423-478-2405. Yep.
Yeah, so if you have a pond or a lake you need stocked, just get hold of T there.
Stock everybody in Bradley County. I'm on the verge of having both my knees changed.
Okay.
What are you going to change them to?
Some that work.
Too younger, I reckon. That doctor seemed to think I was too old to get it done. I don't know.
So you're going to get new plastic knees?
Yeah.
Well, good. It'll go just fine. It'll be kind of hard those first couple of weeks, but after you get it done, you'll be glad.
Well, it'll really be hard on Marilyn, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. We all need to pray for Marilyn.
Yeah. Yeah, pray for Marilyn because she's been good.
She is a good one.
She kept me through all this other.
Yeah. Well, you'll do fine, and we'll all be thinking about you. And by the way, we want to say happy birthday to Kaylee Bandy today. I understand.
We're going to go to the damn deli directly.
I tell you what, nothing better than the damn deli.
Yeah.
All righty.
That's the Ocoee Dam Deli.
Oh, excuse me, the Ocoee Dam Deli.
You got to say it all, folks.
I appreciate that and good gospel music.
All righty. And our guest here don't have their headphones on, so they can't hear that was lots of compliments. He was really appreciating the gospel music right before we talked about the damn deli.
So now, what all styles do you play after this phone call? Good morning, you're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hi, just wanted to say hello to the string band there.
Hello to the string band, everybody.
Who's calling? You're live on the air.
This is Dave Ryan, one of the absent.
Oh,
Dave.
Hey, are you ready to sing us a solo this morning, Dave?
I'd like to, but I don't think my cold's going to permit it.
All righty.
I would have been there today, but this cold is. I don't want to think anybody there wants to get it.
No, and they're really missing you today.
Well, everybody sounds great, and tell them hello for me, and appreciate your job. Hi, everybody. I'm watching on the internet.
They're watching. He's watching on the internet. He said hello to everybody, and we have to do this again so David could be here next time, right?
That's right.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
Oh, is Dave? Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know, Sunshine Hollow's up in Riceville, McMinn County, and you can go up there and you can buy daylilies. You just while they're blooming,
of lilies.
All kinds of lilies and things. You can see what you're buying, which I really like that.
And they make ice cream up there.
Yeah.
Something I would know about.
So what are we playing, guys? Let's make sure the phone's off, please.
Oh, the next song we're going to do is an old tune called Cripple Creek.
Oh, Cripple Creek.
Some question about where it came from. There's a Cripple Creek in Wythe County, Virginia, near Fort Chiswell, which is where the old shot tower is. And during the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, a lot of the shot that was used during that war was dropped there at the old shot tower. So a lot of folks consider that to be the Cripple Creek that people are talking about. I was out in Colorado this last fall and drove by a turnoff to Cripple Creek, Colorado. So I did some research on it, and some folks claim that the song was written about the gold miners out at Cripple Creek in Colorado. Being from East Tennessee, I think it was up at
well, that's a
Wythe
lot
County.
like Maggie's Meal. Everywhere there was somebody named Maggie, it was her meal. That's who the song was about. Polk County claims it along with lots of other folks.
Okay. So we're going to do
Cripple Creek. Here we go.
Cripple Creek. Let Tom get ready. Well, if we're going to get to Cripple Creek, we better.
to try to get our people down at the park, down at the walkway. We're going to try to get them on there real quick. So now, how long has this band been going on?
Tom, you want to tell us?
Oh, about 8 or 9 years.
8 or 9 years. Okay.
We found out probably all churches have 50% guitar players, so we just put a notice in the bulletin, and 8 guys showed up the first night. And we've had 8 or 10 from then on.
All right. Hey, we got Lisa back here at the Chalk the Walk. Go ahead, Lisa.
Yes, we are, and it is livening up out here. I tell you, we've got all kinds of great things popping in here this afternoon. The Chalk the Walk event has started officially, and the food is incredible, and the vendors here. There's all kinds of great folks that are here. They're still set up at the check-in and registration tent to sell those raffle tickets for only $1, and it's a huge prize pack. A lot of great things going on here all afternoon long until about 2. And, of course, you can come out and get your chalk, make your little mark on the sidewalk as well, and it's all about the arts for the Cleveland Greenway. So come out and see the Clydesdale horses. We now have them here right behind us, and we've got the check-in tent just close by as well, where you can get those raffle tickets. So thanks, guys, for letting us be a part of your show.
All righty.
Come out here and check it out live on the Cleveland Greenway.
If you see them about to sell out of barbecue, go ahead and get one and put it over to the side for me.
Oh, I think they've got plenty of barbecue, and their tent is right across from us.
And it smells so good.
Getting over there and getting some of G Daddy's barbecue.
All right. Hey, we'll be there, and we'll get back to you just before 11 o'clock here.
Do what?
We're going to come back to you just before 11 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Guys here shortly.
All right. Bye-bye. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of change of pace here. We're going to do a song that Percy Winrich and Jack Mahoney wrote the same year that our bass player Bill was born, 1914.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a change of pace. We hope you enjoy it.
You're for it.
Eyes of blue. Oh, what those 5 feet can do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, turned out hose. Flapper, yes sir, one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? Well, if you run into 5'2", all covered with pearls, diamond rings and all those things, you can bet your life it isn't her. But she love, coochie coo, coochie 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 coo. Has anybody seen my gal? Well, if you run into a 5'2", all covered with pearls, diamond rings and all those things, you can bet your life it isn't her. Could she love, could she coo, coochie 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 coo. Has anybody seen my gal?
There we go.
Boop, boop, beep, boop.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh.
Connie only wished she was 5'2". She's 4'10" for those of you who do not know her. Thank you, guys, and I'm loving the variety of music. Does that come from a lot of different people, just like
we
a
have
different?
a lot of different people coming in the band.
Do you know any Bon Jovi or Black Sabbath or
What is it?
Haven't reached quite that far.
Thriller?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what's your next tune here?
Yeah. A Wonderful Night up there.
Well, just for a second, we got the lines open. If anybody wants to call in and say anything to the band here, give us real quick, and we're going to talk around. Dave, you have any more information about somebody here you wanted to tell about?
I have to put my glasses on.
Oh, no. We got to know something about Doug over here.
Well, I want to know. I want to talk to Dave, the banjo picker. Come talk to me, Dave. Banjo is not a. How did you learn to play the banjo? That's what I want to know. Did you?
Well, actually, I started on guitar.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad gave me a guitar for Christmas when I was 16. And then about, I guess it was 1970, there was a movie that came out called Deliverance. And everybody wanted to learn how to play the banjo, including me. So that's about
That's when you learn to play. Our son's a guitar player and a bass player, and he just can't figure out what to do with that little bitty string on there.
That extra string?
Yeah. He says he just looks at that instrument and said, "That is just wrong. That is just so wrong," he says.
You can play it banjos with one banjo.
We're dueling banjos with one banjo. We may have to do that in a little bit.
His mom and dad gave him a guitar.
Mhm.
They gave me a cheeseburger. Look what it turned out.
That's it. I had a few of those too.
Yeah, well, I had a few more than you, I believe. Okay.
And Dave's been playing banjo now, for several years and let's say a few decades, and it. And you play other instruments too. You play the guitar and what else do?
Banjo, dulcimer.
Dulcimer.
Radio.
I saw you playing live at First Baptist Church for a play.
Yeah.
That Connie was in the play, and you played music, and that was just fabulous. The play was great. The music was incredible.
Well, thank you.
That was written by our.
Okay. Carmen tells me that the phone lines are off, Ron.
That play was written by our.
614-5553, and it should be open now, Carmen.
Now tell Carmen to call me. Go ahead and call, Carmen. Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hey, this is Carmen.
Yes, Carmen.
There was a lady standing up front, a rather short lady, and was she playing a strum stick?
Yes.
She was playing a strum stick. She certainly was.
She's not sort of short. She is short.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't sitting down. She was standing on a stool.
But when you stand in front of the bass, bass, it makes you look really short.
I'm really enjoying this music.
Well, thank you, Carmen. We're gonna cut back and we're gonna do another song for you. Thanks for calling.
Hey, we miss you at breakfast on Saturday mornings.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, now turn the phones off. Say yes, dear.
After this phone call. Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Don't turn that phone off on me, Ron.
I'm not.
Hey, Red.
I want to know if that guy that plays the banjo can play some Grandpa Jones songs.
All right, Dave.
Could you play any Grandpa Jones songs?
One I did earlier, that old Plank Road, Grandpa Jones.
Yeah, he did one earlier there, the old Plank Road.
I want to hear Old Rattler.
You want to hear Old Rattler? Here, Rattler, here.
Don't have that one.
He don't have that one, but I might sing it for you in a minute.
But
Red.
the song they're getting ready to play, Red, is almost like that.
Okay.
Bye, Red.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, now everybody's gonna have religion and glory. Everybody's gonna be singing that story. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Well, there's reckoning coming in the morning. Better get ready 'cause I'm giving you a warning. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there. Now listen, everybody.
That is
I can
great.
say something about that song.
Go ahead.
That was first boogie woogie gospel song ever written, and it may be the only one ever written.
And Pat Boone did that one, didn't he?
Well, yeah, several people played it.
First boogie woogie gospel song ever written.
Leroy Abernathy.
While we're between songs here, I just wanted to remind everybody that the Bradley County Historical and Genealogy Society will be meeting tomorrow at the library at 2:30, and we have a fellow coming in from Georgia that's going to talk about the Indian trees that used to mark the trails through this area.
Right. Yeah. Good morning. You're live on Whoop FM.
Hey, where they having that thing at?
What thing?
Across from Cleveland High School.
Oh, I can't go way out there.
Yeah.
But that's where it is, on Raider Drive across from Cleveland High School.
Oh, I can't go way out there. That's too far.
Okay.
Well, if you start now, you can get there.
Shoot, I'd be dead time I walked out there. Anyway, today is my daughter's adopted birthday. She's 18 today.
Well, happy birthday to her.
All righty. Thank you.
Her name is Tiffany Smith.
Okay, Tiffany. Thank you. Happy birthday to Tiffany. Thank you, Miss Ella.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
All right. What's the next song here?
We're going to do an old gospel number called Palms of Victory. This song goes all the way back to 1836, and a lot of people don't realize it, but in the writing of it, the writer was trying to capture John Bunyan's character in Pilgrim's Progress as he progressed toward heaven. And we are not a gospel quartet, obviously, and we take music that we like and we try to do it in a way that capitalizes on the few skills we have. But we toyed with this one, and finally we used different instrumentation, and finally we decided to use a bass only, and so this is our version of Palms of Victory. I saw a way-worn traveler in tattered garments clad, and struggling up the mountain it seemed that he was sad. His back was laden heavy, his strength was almost gone, yet he shouted as he traveled, deliverance will come. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear. I saw him in the evening, the sun was sinking low. He'd overcome the mountain and reached the vale below. He saw that golden city, his everlasting home, and shouted loud, Hosanna, deliverance will come. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear. While gazing on that city, just o'er the narrow flood, a band of holy angels came from the throne of God. They bore him on their pinions, safe o'er the dashing foam, and joined him in his triumph, deliverance had come. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear. It seems I hear the angels around the throne so grand. They're shouting glad Hosanna, he's reached the promised land. When we have reached that city, our race on earth we've run, we'll all shout loud Hosanna, deliverance has come. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear. Then palms of victory, crowns of glory, palms of victory I shall wear.
Boy, I enjoyed that.
Now, did that take you back to a little old white church out in the country on a hot Sunday morning, and the windows are open, and you got your little fans fanning
my
on
grandma
there?
could fan and rock and hold me so I wouldn't misbehave all at the same time and sing. Well, I want to ask, and I think, Ken, I want you to step up to the microphone for just a second here.
All right, just pick on me.
How's our?
I know that you do a lot of this just for pleasure, but you would come do a show occasionally. And
Yes.
can they call you at your office?
We'll consider each venue. We played at a lot of different places. We played at the 55th reunion of Bradley Central High School, 45th. And we've done a lot of churches around the area. We've done yard sales before, shows indoors, outdoors, just a variety. So they can give us a call.
I used to do that. I played for a Tupperware party one time.
Tupperware party.
Ken's going to give us his office number.
Okay, go ahead, Ken.
Okay, it's 479-7880.
And if you want financial advice, you can give that also.
I can help that too.
Okay, all right.
He didn't mention
I'm much better at guitar.
We play for food.
We'll play for food, yeah. Go ahead, caller.
All right, am I on? This is Jim Burns.
Hey, Jim Burns, how are you, sir?
I'm the #1 fan for the First United Methodist Strings.
Oh, good. He said he's the #1 fan. They can't hear you. They don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They let me play with them. If they're struggling, if they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, they'll let me play with them.
Okay.
Jim, you're welcome to play with us anytime, and you know that.
And I just love this band because the reason they play is because they love music.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't have any place else to play, they're still going to be getting together playing and having fun. They're so diverse. You've got education administrators, professors, electricians, chemists, students, actors, and their music. It comes from so many different places. From the
Would you say that we're authentic, or what is it you call us, Jim?
Well,
No, did you notice that he said well?
That'd be one of the better words I'd call you. Yeah.
Several words you'd call us. What does he call us, guys?
Dave and Tom.
Dave and Tom, and yeah, right. We miss you, Jim.
Just makes me think of the front porch singing that we had back in my hometown, and everybody get their instruments and go to the biggest front porch and get out and play whatever anybody had, and it was just great. So I just wanted you guys to know I'm proud of you. I've watched you grow from the beginning.
Thank you, Jim.
And you're great folks.
Okay,
Jim,
I'm going to repeat that because they couldn't hear you. He says he's proud of us, all of us, guys. That's Jim Burns.
Yeah. Jim, I know you and Doris are great singers too, so I miss you. But not only did people get on the front porch, you actually knew who your neighbor was. And if your neighbor was a fiddle player, you'd send somebody to get him. So
go get him.
Yeah, we're the original iPad.
Yeah, the original
iPad, right.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for calling, hon.
I'll let you guys do
Bye-bye.
playing. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, I think we're going to play a song, and then we're going to take a short
Well,
break.
we're going to go back to
Lisa. Okay.
Lisa, and then we're going to take our top of the hour break and give you a second to stretch your fingers.
Okay.
Smoke them if you got them, that old stuff, You have to do that outside, though. We won't allow that in here. Go ahead and pick one for us.
Real quick, Debbie mentioned earlier about the play I played the banjo in. Jim Burns wrote the music for that play, and
he sure did. And you
Doris
got
was the playwright.
And then you, who else played with you live?
Jim did, and
Doris's brother.
Yeah, Doris's nephew.
Jim and Dave and Jim's nephew. Okay, that's the name of the band.
And
Jim and
some
Dave and Jim's nephew.
There were worse.
All righty, Circuit Rider's Wife.
Well, Circuit Rider's Wife was the name of the play. What are we going to play now?
Tall Pines, and old Bill, if I can talk, Bill Monroe. I've got the voice
Ooh, a
for
Bill
radio.
Monroe, Tall
Do
Pines.
you remember Jumping Bill Carlisle that used to run around with Bill Monroe?
This is the First United Methodist String Band.
We ready? Once in my youth, I stood on a mountain and planted some pines in the sand. Every day I looked their way, but I just couldn't understand. While they never grew like
this whole world through, and today I just happened by. Tall pines, reaching up for the clouds. Tall pines, I bet you wouldn't know me now. I'll never forget the morning I left, the hum of the bees in the hay. The farther I walked, the louder they talked, how silent it seems here today. There's that old rail fence that we built inch by inch, surrounding the old family grave. Now there's one gray stone standing all alone. They're waiting to meet me in the shade. Tall pines, reaching up for the clouds. Tall pines, I bet you wouldn't know me now. Tall pines, reaching up for the clouds. Tall pines, I've come home to sleep beneath your
Right, Tall Pines. None of you probably remember drinking at the Pines up there in 411, do you? That's a different thing. Okay,
that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Hey, we got Lisa on the phone here. Hey, Lisa, tell us what's going on.
Hey, Ron and Debbie, thanks so much. We are out, and there's chalk everywhere. There are sidewalk artists going on. I mean, it's all over the place, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. We've had some folks come in a little bit later and come out and get other sections of the sidewalk going. Lots of great vendors here, great barbecue, as you guys said. The Coney Ice folks are here. There are plenty of other vendors here as well, telling a little bit about what they do. So you really owe it to yourself to come out to this event today before 2 o'clock this afternoon, because they've also got a raffle going on. You can buy a raffle ticket for $1, and there are some incredible prizes in that package. So lots of great things. I know this is going to be the last time that we talk to you guys, but we are so thankful that you have given us the opportunity to be a part of the show today. This has been a great event, and we're going to be hanging out here for a little while, enjoying more food, more drinks. The Clydesdale horses are here. They're beautiful. They're a huge hit. Lots of folks getting their pictures taken with them as well. And, I mean, like I said, it's hard to say everything that's going on. There are so many vendors. This is an extremely great first event, the Chalk the Walk. Absolutely wonderful. And next week, we'll have several folks from the Greenway Committee coming in and talking to us live on the air about the success of this event. So thanks so much, guys.
Right. Hey,
You're welcome, Lisa.
Lisa, can we call you back here in a little while? Are you still going to be there?
Do what, Ron?
Can we call you back here in a little while? We're going to be here another hour. If you're going to be around, we'll
talk to you again. That'll be great.
Okay, we'll
we're
call
going
you
to take our
back.
top of the hour break here, and we'll call you back here before 11:30 at least.
Sounds great. We'll look forward to it.
Thank you,
All right,
Lisa.
okay.
Bye-bye.
And hey, folks, we're going to go now to our station identification, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Check into checking the cash. We'll beat any rates that don't pay the match.
Check into Cash gives you more money for your title and the lowest title loan rate anywhere. We'll beat any rate on a title loan, and we guarantee it. So you'll save money. If you already have a title loan, ask Check into Cash about paying it off. So if you're short on cash, think Check into Cash.
No credit check, no run around. Check into cash won't slow you down.
Check Into Cash, your one-stop money shop for 20 years. Now offering payday loans without a check. Great service, convenience, and locations.
Check into cash. We'll beat any rates that don't pay the max. Oh, yeah. Check into cash is your money machine. Get on up and get down. Check into cash.
Bring proof of lower rate on similar title loan. Use payday advances responsibly. Visit checkintocash.com for the store nearest you.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Wheeler Technologies has moved. Visit them at their new location at 490 Grove Avenue Southwest next to Bradley Rentals. Same great folks, same great service with a better location to serve you. Call Wheeler Technologies for voice, data, and security needs at 664-TECH. That's 664-8324. And remember, depend on Wheeler Technologies for the current time and temperature every day at 476-1111. Tennessee Alarm Contractor C1750. Pokey's Restaurant and Sports Bar on Sahara Drive in Cleveland has got great food, live bands, karaoke, pool tables, darts, and more. Plus, check out daily lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 2. That's not all. Pokey's has got a brand new dinner menu with steaks, chicken, pork, and seafood dinners, and they're all delicious. Stop by and enjoy an appetizer, a specialty drink, lunch, or dinner anytime at Pokey's. And be listening for the new Wheel of Whoop with your chance to win cash. Coming soon to Pokey's, Sahara Drive, right here in Cleveland. Proudly serving the area since 1989. Call Pokey's today at 476-6059.
Did you know that local businesses produce more income, jobs, and taxes that stay in your local community than national chain stores do? For every $100 spent in a locally owned business, $45 stays in the local economy, while only $15 stay locally when you buy at a national chain store. When you buy from Mermaid Mattress, you are shopping local. Plus, when you buy direct from the factory, you get a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed. But only at Mermaid Mattress here in Cleveland. 1/2 mile off 25th Street on Georgetown Road, right here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Call 472-2486. Locally in Cleveland at Mermaid Mattress, find out why Fro Daddy and Matador both sleep on a locally made mattress at Mermaid. You give them a call at 472-2486.
Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Hi, this is Lisa. Tune in every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock for Backfire right here on 99.9 WOOP FM. Then it's always a great show every Saturday with Old Town Cleveland. You can find out a lot about the history of our hometown right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite bluegrass music all day long, Saturday on 99.9 WOOP FM.
Jaybird 40 years to fly from horn to horn. Here, rattler, yo, yo, here, rattler, yo. Oh, rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here. Now, if I had a needle and thread as fine as I could sew, I'd sew my sweetheart to my back and down the road I'd go. Here, rattler, yo, yo, here, rattler, yo. Oh, rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here. He wouldn't hurt one single thing, though he was very fine. One night I saw a big fat coon climb up in a tree. I called old Rattler right away to get him down for me. But Rattler wouldn't do it because he liked that coon. I saw them walking paw in paw later by the light of the moon. Oh, yeah, Rattler, yo, yo, yeah, Rattler, yo. Oh, Rattler from the barn, yeah, Rattler, yeah. Dead and gone like all good dogs do. You better not act the dog yourself or you'll be going there too. Yeah, Rattler, yo, yo, yeah, Rattler, yo. Oh, Rattler from the barn, yeah, Rattler, yeah. Turn the pups loose now, let's go. Yeah, woo, get him, yo, yo, see. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, yeah, Rattler, yo, yo, yeah, Rattler, yo. Oh, Rattler from the barn, yeah, Rattler, yeah.
Welcome back to Old Town Cleveland here on Whoop FM 99.9, or you can go to the internet at www.whoopfm.com. You can call us here at 614-5553. Deb, tell us what's going on here today.
We are having a toe-tapping time this morning. We have the First United Methodist String Band with us. I think it's just a bunch of friends that likes to play music, and they get together, and they're here today entertaining you. And we're so glad to have all of our listeners tuned in this morning, and let's get this call.
Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hello, Ron.
Hey.
Enjoying the show. I enjoy always live music shows that you have.
Thank you, Neil.
Calling in, Mr. Burns called in a few minutes back mentioning the diversity of the group, as occupation-wise and so forth, and he forgot to mention a little short lady up front strumming that stick.
You better put your headset on, Connie. Neil Allen's talking about you.
What a segue into what we're going to talk about.
Connie there is...
Hey, Neil, you talking about me. I just put my head ears on.
Connie there is an absolute dynamo. She can get more done than 12 people 12 times her size. Great organizer, and she has done tremendous work tirelessly in disaster relief work, and I just thought that deserved mentioning.
Sure does. There's one thing I can do better than Connie.
Reach things off the top shelf at Walmart?
Change light bulbs. I can change light bulbs quicker.
Neil, thank you. I just got my ears on, but I heard that about disaster relief, so I appreciate it.
And I got to work with Doug Green in the school system, and, of course, I know David. So you've got quite a group of bandits there, musicians there.
Neil Allen called y'all bandits, and he said, I mean musicians.
Neil, while I got you on the phone, I need some help with a little bit of talking up for September 19th through the 21st of this year. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, a little car show?
That little bitty car show, yeah.
A Southeastern Antique Automobile Club of America national show.
A national show.
This is a national show. We did this. This is the Antique Automobile Club of America.
This is a big deal, folks.
That's right. It's a national show. We did this in 2008. For anybody out there that remembers this, we brought in thousands of spectators into Cleveland. It's a national show. We had people from Maine, from Oklahoma, from Oregon, coming to show their cars, and we're doing it again this year, September 19th to the 21st. So be listening out for that.
Where would the location be?
It is at Westwood Baptist Church. They are absolutely wonderful to gift us their facility for 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Excellent. And thank you for bringing this much tourism to Bradley County. That tourist dollar means a lot to us.
And make sure that you keep us notified here at Whoop Studio. We have morning shows and we have afternoon shows.
Yeah,
Call
Fro,
in and
Fro talked to me the other
Yeah.
day, so I'm going
I'm sorry.
talk to him. But you know what I learned about Fro that I didn't know? His name was Rent Fro.
Yes.
Well, we also restore British antique cars, and we got Morris Minors, and Rent Fro Motors sold those little Morris Minors back in the 50s.
Well.
Thanks, Neil.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Tell us who all these people are again, Deb.
Lost my list. We have Mike Travis and Tom Dye, Doug Green, Ken Jones, Bill Swan, Jill Cooper, David and Connie Wright, and their lead singer's not here today. That's Dave Ryan.
He called, though.
He did
That
call
counts.
in.
That
He
counts.
did call
He called
in.
Almost as good. It sounded fine to me.
Sound like a
You know when they're faking it, they always go.
Neil
I'm
did
feeling
call
a little bad today.
Neil did call you a bandit and everything, and I always said that I was a prisoner when I sang because I was always behind 3 or 4 bars and looking for the key. Let's get this call here. Good morning, you're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Well, I'm enjoying this. I'd like to hear that barefoot girl play another fiddle tune.
Ah, the barefoot girl playing. You want to see her bare feet? I know you.
Yeah. All righty. Thank you, Doug. We'll tell her.
The first one she did sound like something from Ken Burns' Civil War.
It
does.
does.
Ken Burns Civil War. Yeah, it does. It's that old Celtic sound to it, and and just as we talk about, all this is based out of our heritage. That if we grew up here in the South, and most of our relatives did, you would. This is the music you heard growing up.
She may be short, but she plays a tall.
Well, the fiddle player is a tall girl.
Oh, okay.
Connie's playing the little 3-string thing. All righty, Doug. Well,
bye-bye.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
listening. He was wanting to hear that barefoot girl play another song. Okay, what are we playing, guys?
Well, I suggested we inject a little humor into this, and I dredged up a song that I remember hearing my father sing. He grew up in Rome, Georgia, so that's not far from here.
Floyd County.
It's Floyd County, that's
Georgia.
right. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? We had a cat down on the farm, it had a ball of yarn, and when those little cats were born, they all had sweaters on. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Go ahead, Dave. We had a goat down on the farm, it ate up old tin cans, and when those little goats were born, they came in Ford sedans. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Go on, Jill. Lay down by the sewer, and by the sewer she died. And at the coroner's inquest, they called it suicide. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Go on, David. Some people say that fleas is black, but I know that ain't so. 'Cause Mary had a little lamb, its fleas was white as snow. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Your turn, Jill. The chambermaid came to my bed. Get up, you lazy sinner. We need them sheets for tablecloths, and it's almost time for dinner. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more?
That's fun. You know, like I said,
I could just hear all of our listeners singing along with that.
all across America. Yes, well they are, but radio used to be this. This is what radio was when it first started. Live pickers coming in, and every hour there are 2 hours a new group come in all day long, and so it brings back a lot of history to the area here. Good morning, you're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hey, Ron, this is Bob Cash.
Hey, Bob Cash, how are you?
Hey, by George, I'll tell you what now. I am enjoying this gospel music. I really am.
Well, good. And now, you know, every Sunday here on Whoop, we have all-day gospel music. And we play bluegrass, quartet, southern gospel. So, good day to listen to music.
It's very good. You know, Ron, I was wondering if you guys there might play one of my mother's favorites. It's If We Never Meet Again, This Side of Heaven.
Do you happen to know that, If You Never Meet Again This Side of Heaven?
Yes, sir.
They don't know that one, but I'll find it. We'll play it later. How's that? I think we got it in the catalog.
We'll play it after we go off the air, Bob.
That's good enough.
Thank you, my dear. Love you.
Love you, Deb.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's the famous Bob Cash.
That's right. I wanted to mention something.
Infamous. I mean,
infamous.
It's infamous, not famous. I got that word wrong.
I'm going to mention something here while they're getting ready to play the next song. The Historical Society does meet tomorrow, 2:30 at the library. Everybody's invited to attend. If you're interested in Native American history, it's going to be a great program. Also, our Caney Creek book and documentary is now available at the Museum Center at 5 Points. If you want to go by there and pick one up, along with Confederate Voices that they sold out last week, and I had to go down and restock them the other day.
What a terrible problem, yeah.
Terrible problem. We will be showing Caney Creek at the Museum Center at 5 Points on Thursday night, May the 9th at 6:30. And we have also been invited to the big metropolis of Benton. And we'll be in Benton showing it on Sunday afternoon, May the 19th at 3 o'clock at the First Baptist Church. You go past the red light, past the Sonic, first road on the right, first church on the left. Can't miss it. And so we'd love to have everybody come out and join us. We're planning to show it. We've been invited to come up to McMinn County Museum in June to show it up there, and we appreciate all the response we've gotten to that.
We showed it originally. The premiere was at Walker Valley, and we had 600 people show up to see a history documentary about a local area. So,
which amazed us.
Exciting. We have started a new documentary. It's called 60 Years of Dirt. The Cleveland Speedway will be racing 60 years next April 4th, 1954. So it's called 60 Years of Dirt, and
But we can't do it without our listeners' help.
We've got to have, if you have any old 8mm films, pictures, helmets, anything you have, stories. If you ever raced at the Cleveland Speedway for the last 60 years, we have a person that we're interviewing that actually raced at the very first race. So we have early footage.
Maybe the only person alive that raced that first day. Now, folks, here's a number where you can call and leave a message, and we'll call you back about the Cleveland Speedway. It's 472-5256. Be prepared to leave a message. We don't answer that phone, but we will get back to you. 472-5256.
It's set up for the documentary, so we call that number and we'll catch that. We need, there are drivers from all over Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama that come to the Cleveland Speedway. This was a big racetrack, and it's one of the few. There are only about 9 dirt track races left, tracks left in the state of Tennessee.
Don't let your uncle or your daddy be left out.
So
you may have the only picture of him by his race car.
So hopefully that will be out before the. And we've talked with the museum. We're probably going to do some type of dirt track racing exhibit at the museum. We talked with them yesterday about that coming up. So we need old cars and different things, and we're really looking for an old car that are sitting out in the woods for the last 40, 50 years, and trees have grown up through it, and we'd like to get a picture of it, just that old sentimental feel. And like I say, I just love this show today because, like I say, my daddy grew up sitting on the front porch doing this music and hearing it, sitting and playing. And I've got to brag on my dad a minute. The first people ever to get a recording contract out of Cleveland, Tennessee was my dad and my uncle. And they were with 4-Star Records. They were on 78s. Them good old 78s. But that was just a lot of fun back then. What are you going to play next?
Well, this one I think I was talking to Debbie about a little earlier. She said everybody likes this one. It's called Wagon Wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlines. Well, I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep a-getting me now. I lost my money playing poker, and I had to up and leave, but I ain't a-turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south, out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long smoke. But he's a-headed west to the Cumberland Gap from Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on, fit for the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Very, very good there.
Thank you.
We
I
got
know
Lisa-
our listeners enjoyed that.
We're going back down to the Chalk the Walk. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Ron and Debbie and all the guys in the studio. Thanks for letting us be a part of your your show today. It sounds awesome.
It has been incredible.
Live at the Chalk the Walk event. It's right here across from Cleveland High School, and it's along the Greenway. You cannot miss us, literally. There are vendors out everywhere. Tents are set up. They've got the Kona Ice people are here. G Daddy's Barbecue is here. All kinds of churches and other organizations here. The Clydesdale horses from Checking the Cash are out here as well, and lots of folks around them. But this is an amazing event, and it's hard to believe that this is the first year that they've done this. There's some beautiful chalk art on the Greenway. So if you're not out here this morning, I would recommend that you guys get out here this afternoon and walk along the Greenway and check out all this beautiful chalk art that is going on right now. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And what a beautiful day for it. Well, thank you, Lisa, for calling in. And
all right, guys, thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
We will hopefully see you down here in a little bit.
We'll be there. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Connie, get you a microphone. We had an unusual request. The cows from the Haney farm up in Tasso Patch called in.
The cows from the Haney.
And they said they'd like to thank you for helping getting their barns rebuilt after the tornado, and they have requested Rocky Top.
Well,
the cows have requested Rocky Top, and I think we might do that.
I think we can. I think
song.
Our what final song? All right, because we're getting our act together, right? Kind of like those cows. If you get us out of our routine, we don't milk right. I mean, we don't play right. But thank you, Haney cows. I'll drive by and see you today and moo a little at you. So I appreciate it all the time. There's a lot of people out there that. Lot of help was done by all of Bradley County. I did the footwork and got the work done, but donations from people and the workers were what got it done. I said I couldn't swing a hammer, but I could find the people that could. So thank you, Haney's.
We had a guy here. His name was Seacat. He passed away, but after the tornadoes, he come to us and says, "I want to do something for it." He says, "Can I stand out front here and say?" And just hold a box and ask people to come give a donation. And he raised a couple $100, and which we gave to a needy family. $600 total, excuse me. Sitting with a box out there just to come by. People wanted to help that much with the tornado. So that's just amazing to me, and it's great to live in such a great community. So we'd like to thank everybody who helped with those things and the prayers. And so what you got for us now?
We're going to try and do Rocky Top. Is that right?
No,
that's the last song. We're going in with it. You got.
Well, they just.
That was the last thing on our mind.
This goes back to the 60s.
All right.
The 60s. 18 or 19?
Flower Power.
Well, it was written by Tom Paxton, and Dolly Parton. This song made it famous, but I like the version that Linda Lay. She works in the Cochin Valley, raising vegetables with her family up in northeast Tennessee. And she sings the song just a little bit differently.
All right.
Little technical problem here.
He got to move his cheat stick, didn't he?
It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made of sand, in the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be
job. We got someone on the phone.
No, they can call us back now.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to
First United Methodist Church String Band here, and if you want to book these people, they will play for food, they said. 790-7880. That's Ken Jones. Once again, 790-7880. And we got a caller. Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Yes, tell the mandolin player that his grandson in Charlotte, North Carolina is watching him and the wave.
Your grandson in Charlotte, North Carolina is watching you.
My grandson.
Your grandson.
Yes. You want to step up to
You want to stand up there and say hello to him real quick? He's going to come up here and say hello to him.
No. Nathan knows that I don't sing songs.
Oh, you don't sing?
Nathan knows I don't sing at all.
Yeah. You know,
he's 13 years old and has been working with his church as the
so
you're director.
So you have to adapt from it says from the Bible, make a joyful noise. You just do it on the mandolin, then, right?
I just make a noise, and we let everybody else determine whether it's joyful or not. Well, hello, Nate. It's good to see. Good you're watching.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much for calling. I wanted to mention before we move on to the next great song that next week's show, we will have an award-winning author with us from down in Georgia, and he wrote a book about the bushwhackers out of the Civil War. There's a local connection. He wrote the story about Gateway that was up in Polk County and killed a bunch of people up there, and it's a really interesting, sad but interesting story, and I know our Civil War buffs will want to tune in next week.
And then after that, we're going to have we're going to talk about Copper Hill.
Well, we're going to talk about pollinating.
Oh, yeah, the bees come first.
The bee lady and Kim Frady from the Agricultural Extension will be here to answer questions about bees and plants.
Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hey, heard you mention the Clydesdale there a while ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are they located?
It's the Cashdales from Check Into Cash, and I believe they're up at Cleveland High School.
Across from Cleveland High School.
Across the street in the old bank parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Please go by and see them. They're very, very beautiful animals.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you, does this event, is it all along the Greenway? You know, it runs from...
I think it's just predominantly up around, just round up there at there off Raider Drive.
Yeah.
I think that's where everything's set up, and I don't know. It's according to how many people showed up is how far they went down the Greenway, but it's not the whole 3 or 4 miles of it now, I think. But
10 miles of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll hope to see you there. Be sure to come up and speak to us.
Hey, let me ask you something. Are they going to be up there tomorrow? Or
No, just today. This is
till 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you. All right. Give us another. Nuttern. Another. Wait a minute. We got a phone here. Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Maybe that's John Gatewood.
Gatewood, Deb. You said Gateway.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gatewood. That's correct.
Bye.
You've been corrected.
I don't ever claim to be accurate. I just claim to know sort
that's
of
probably,
kind of maybe.
Deb, that's probably one of your former students that you called down for saying something wrong. Had just now told you that Gatewood, John Gatewood, was a bushwhacker.
I've always heard that a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, so I'm a very dangerous
person.
Yeah, I'm real dangerous in. Okay.
Okay, we're going to do an old Carter family.
Carter family.
Song. Well known to everybody. Hardly needs any introduction at all. Will the circle be unbroken?
All right.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Go on, Jill. Lord, I told that undertaker Undertaker, please drive slow, for that body you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away. Sky, David. Have mercy. Lord, I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my soul when they lay her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away. I'll do it again, Jill. Barefoot Fiddler. Went back home, Lord, my son. All my brothers, sisters, called. So sad. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Do it, David. One by one the seats were empty. One by one they went away. Now that family, they are part. A better home away in the sky, in the sky. There's a better home away in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Amen. Oh, that was some fun there.
Church has done broke out.
We done having some fun now, ain't we? Hey,
That
you're
was
listening
great,
to Whoop
guys.
FM 99.9. This is Old Town Cleveland. We playing good old traditional music here and just having a lot of fun. Remember your old daddy and uncle sitting out there and your grandpa sitting there playing a little song on the porch.
I noticed that tambourine you played was in perfect tune.
It was.
Yeah.
We had a random tambourine breakout. It cost probably at least 59 cents. And Ron found it laying
I
over
have
here. and
no
just
idea why
joined
we
in.
have a tambourine in here.
Actually,
You just used it.
Ron,
Yeah.
we can use you in the group, and all you
All
need
right.
to do is tie some little strings on it, and
Yeah.
it'll be a stringed instrument.
Yeah, that's right. With little tassels. Tassels. All right, what are we going to do next there?
Arnold says he knew you would have to get involved somehow.
I would have to get involved somehow. When the music breaks out, I got to get there. Oh, yeah, there is, yeah.
He's the bass player. Yeah. We again would like to thank the First United Methodist String Band for being with us today. And what a wonderful morning it's been. And we will definitely have to invite them back sometime to be with us. And what do you got for us now, guys?
It's called The Glory Road.
The Glory Road.
Sometimes we do our own arrangements, and this one is by us. You may have heard this song done by gospel groups. It's a little more upbeat than we do it, but we'll go ahead and do it.
This is the way the First United Methodist Church does it. Glory Road.
You know, one of the things that I've always learned in about 8 years of doing with this band, we should be called the What Key Band.
What key?
Because we always say, what key? And for Dave Ryan, what fret is it?
Does he start it off?
No, I'm saying
that's-
Dave always wants to know what we capo.
Yeah, that's the Prisoners, because you're always looking for the key.
Dave Ryan is probably sitting at home playing along with us. Dave, this is Capo 2.
They drive me nuts with these capos.
Oh, I know. Bass players, we just play whatever it is, right?
Well, I know. I tried using a bungee cord one time. It didn't work very well.
But now, if you really want to get a guitar player said, this song's in E flat, and they start grabbing them sticks.
All right, you ready? Is this road you are traveling dark, deserted, or dim? Is there hope for tomorrow? Put your trust in Him. On this glory road I'm traveling, many times I stumble on my way. Oh, praise the Lord, I'll soon be leaving for that land of peace and endless day. I can see the lights of home. I can see Him on His throne, and I'm too near to turn back now. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm heaven bound. When my journey you shall end, I'll say goodbye to this world of sin and that fair land. I'll take my stand. It's good to be on this road to glory land. I can see the lights of home. I can see Him on His throne, and I'm too near to turn back now. Oh, praise the Lord, I'm heaven bound. And when my journey you shall end, I'll say goodbye to this world of sin and that fair land. I'll take my stand. It's good to be on this road to glory land.
Well, very, very good.
Hey.
Wasn't one to talk to. Good morning, you're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Yes, this is Todd's wife. In the few minutes you have left, why don't you get him to tell you how this group really got started?
Okay.
Tom, so your wife said, tell this group
Tell how
Tell
this
how the
group really
got started. We want the true story.
Really, the truth.
The truth.
I think we did it for the monkey, didn't we?
I did it, but what we did, we just put a little note in the weekly bulletins that anybody wants to play in the string band.
Okay, he's not going to tell us the story. You need to tell us the story.
She's got more.
We had.
Okay, she's talking. She's talking.
Rusty Taylor, who was our pastor. My husband kept saying, trying to get Rusty to start this group. Well, he's a pastor. He doesn't have time. So I said, you want the group started? You start it. So then he went, he'll tell you the rest of it. He put the article in the paper. But it takes a good woman behind any good man to keep it moving.
Yes.
It does take a good woman behind every talented man.
So you tell him. You better start telling the whole story.
Okay.
He is a wise man because he agreed quickly.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. I just wanted to remind our listeners that the Rebel has started opening on they're staying open from breakfast all the way through dinner now on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday. We were down there last night. They had a wonderful crowd and great food, and they'll be open tonight all the way to 9 o'clock. So get down there and get you a lot of burger.
I tell you, a lot of people got a lot of burgers last night. The parking lot was full. They had a guitar player there. His name's Shane Lowe, a friend of mine from up in Athens, and he sat and played while you ate your lot of burger or a hamburger steak onion
rings.
Onion rings. A lot of good things down there. So the Rebel hadn't been open after 2 o'clock in many, many, many years. So now on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, open all the way to 9 o'clock. So if you live on the North Town or work on the North End like Ken does, and by the way, if you want to book this band, they'll play for food or anything else.
Onion rings especially.
Onion rings, right? Yeah.
Horseshoes. The bad. As Jill was playing in that last song, it reminded me so much how much a fiddle has to do with the music coming out of Southeast Tennessee, and she certainly was getting that sound.
And I admire anybody that plays a fiddle because my fiddle playing does not sound like that.
I said, honey, just sell that thing.
I do make noise, and like I say, it is noise there, but I can play a mandolin if I got a mirror and looking in it going like that.
Get ready for the number.
Ken Jones, if you want to book this band, call 790-7880, and if you have financial needs, Linsco Private Ledger, Ken Jones, I can recommend him. I can recommend him, though. I can really recommend him because he's been my financial advisor for many, many years, and I still have money even after the crash. Not a lot.
That's why you're doing this job.
But it's I've always trusted Ken, and thank you. And
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it.
and we talking to Ken, and Deb says, "Why don't you guys come play?" And Ken looks, I don't know if we can do 2 hours or not. That's the first thing he said.
Well, and Jean Woods' daughter works for you, does it? She, Gail, is Jean Woods? Yes.
Yeah,
she's out of the Woods family.
And she did. And don't forget, tomorrow at 2:30, Deb, at the library is the Bradley County Historical and Genealogical Society. I'll get all that out. They meet tomorrow at 2:30, and they've got a gentleman coming up who's an expert on how the Cherokees marked their trails
with bent trees, and we have some of those in Bradley County.
They cut one down on Harrison Pike.
We'd always admired one, and somebody cut the top off of it.
Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
Hello,
you're live on the air.
My grandfather's in this band.
Your grandfather is in this band. Well, which one of these desperados is your grandpa?
Mike Travis with the mandolin.
Mr. Travis.
They're talking about you again.
Which grandson is this?
Another grandson.
Another grandson. Yes, I have 2. That would be all of them.
Yeah.
Well, he's smiling real big, and he's going to play this song just for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. We're gonna do. Okay, Connie. We are now going to do Rocky Top.
We need the cows out there at Haney Farm. So, Kim, you need to turn the speakers up.
And then we're going to play
for the cows to dance.
Foggy Mountain Brayton.
Okay.
No, we're going to do Rocky Top.
Rocky Top. Here we go, folks.
We are.
Thank you so much. Folks, just before we leave here, we always try to tell this story to everybody. Is you got a song to take us out here in a minute? You got a song to take us out?
Yeah.
Okay, well, right here. Now, let me finish right here. Every week we tell people that it's your responsibility to restore history. You've got to save it. You got to get your pictures from under your bed, out of the closet, out of the drawers, out of those cardboard boxes, and at least get the names on the back of them. You need to talk to your grandparents and your parents and your aunts, your uncles, your neighbors, because we'll always remember what happened at Pearl Harbor, but we may not remember what happened on your street, in your family. So start writing your history. Take your cell phone out now and record people. We're afraid that someday all this electronic media, there won't be any letters left. There won't be any pictures left. So it's our responsibility to save history, and that's what we try to do here through music, stories. You played a song a while ago, and I had a picture of over in Dolly Pond Church, and they was snake handling, and it just the good old days. I remember all those things.
Ron's mind works in
Yeah, but all the history we talked about, all the different things, from gospel music all the way up to snake handling churches in Lake Winnepesaukah and Mayfield Dairy, Copper Hill, and the Rebel Drive-In. All these things are history, and it's part of our things. We got to remember it, and it's our responsibility. Folks, take us out. This has been Old Town Cleveland with the First United Methodist Church String Band, and we'll see you next week here when we talk about bushwhackers.
All righty.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.